or oh.
No, you're good. Over the last couple of weeks since you got drafted to the Panthers, has it been a lot of reflecting or a lot of looking ahead?
Honestly, man, it's been go go go. I'm taking it one day at a time. You want to reflect, but I mean, it's time to start building and preparing for the future, and just taking it one day at a time. Like I said, man, you want to control what you can't control. So that's been my approach to everything, taking it one day at a time and getting ahead on what I can get ahead on.
Take me through that process of just waiting to hear a name called. Was it pretty nerve-wracking? Was it kind of what you expected, or how did it play out for you?
Man, definitely nerve-wracking, man. I was in there feeling like they didn't have my phone number, man, and man, it's just it's like, will they call your name? It's like you don't know what team's going to draft you. You don't know when they're going to draft you. You just sitting there for 3 days waiting for a phone call and hoping your name get called or that phone gets called early as possible.
When you get the Panthers phone call, what did you feel?
Oh man, I didn't know what to feel. I was excited though, man. Got to run around the house. I tried to keep it together when I was on the phone with him, but man, it's no feeling like it. Words can't really describe it. Man, I still get the chills just thinking about it, man. Words can't really describe that moment ever.
How was a rookie minicamp? You're going to see a real jersey later today, but the practice jersey and being out there on the field and working with Coach Canales, how was that?
No, it's been great, just getting a chance to learn the system, get out there and watch it become reality, and get to work. It's been a blessing. A lot of this process, it's like, we go through combine process, then we got the draft. Then you got the draft process, and man, it's like you're really out of that football atmosphere for so long. So it's just been like great to be back in that atmosphere and back on the field.
Is that annoying hearing people call you Travis instead of Trevor?
Nah, that's my boy. That's Matt, man. That's Matt. Matt be joking, but man, it don't matter. That's not someone bad to be called, man. I look up to my brother, man. He's doing great things, and I'm excited to see what he does in the future too.
How has he been just during that whole process where you're saying it's nerve-wracking, but you got to lean on him, I'm assuming, and he helped you out?
Now, he's been a huge help, just watching me going. He kind of could see like when I'm frustrated or tell when, I'm uncomfortable in certain situations, and he's that guide for me. I can go to him whenever for whatever, and he's there for me. So it's been a huge blessing. Not a lot of people have that, that person or oh.
No, you're good. We'll get to it.
or have someone that's you grew up with, same household, same everything, playing the same position at the highest level that you can. So I mean, he's where I want to be. So I'd be a fool not to use him and learn as much as I can from him.
How about the vets already with the Panthers, or even in your RV room? You got Chuba Hubbard and you got Rico Dow's new there, and Jonathan Burke's going through the injury, but just being with those guys, how's that been?
Nah, definitely, that's been great, man. They've been super helpful. Just showing me how to navigate, the way around the facility, how to become a pro, helping me understand the playbook. Those guys been great. They, nothing but amazing, man. I can't wait to get to work.
How about the fellow rookie? I don't want to butcher his. Do you know how to pronounce his first name? T-Mac?
Nah, T-Mac. I asked him earlier, actually, today. I was like, bro, how I pronounce your first name? I think it's like Tetaroa. You see, I'm going to stop. I don't even want to. T-Mac, my bad, bro. I don't want to mess up your first name. I want to call him T-Mac and leave it at that.
Were you guys hitting it off?
Oh, nah, yeah, man. It's a great atmosphere around the whole building. Everyone gets along. Everyone comes to work. Everybody bonds well together, and we all have the same goal. And at the end of the day, the same end goal. So it makes it that much easier to come in and be yourself.
That was a pretty good O-line last year in Carolina. Have you gotten a chance to talk to those guys, like Robert Hunt?
Oh, no, definitely. Robert Hunt, man. So me and Big Rob play ping pong, man. Big Rob, man. I haven't beat him yet, but it's getting close. I'm almost there. Last game we played, it was real close. It came down to like the last point, but man, yeah. So yeah, just spending time with those guys, getting to know them, getting to build those relationships and forming those bonds with new teammates. It's just excited about the future.
Now that I think about it, Trevor, because we're talking about the Spanish words that Dave Canales is of Mexican background or descent. He might know some Spanish, so I don't know if you want to try talking to him in Spanish.
I'm sure he does. I'm going to have to try. Yeah, I'm going to have to try that for sure.
How is it just getting to know him and picking his brains in terms of the X's and O's?
Nah, it's been great, man. Somebody in that position, that knows so much about the game. You can't do nothing but help be a sponge around, people like that. So, I mean, I'm just, thankful to be coached by one of the best in the business and the best in the business and just really blessed to be in this position.
All right, so you play ping pong. You're bilingual. What other hobbies do you have,
We
Trevor?
working on bilingual right now. We working on it.
But anything else you kind of like, like to, in terms of a hobby or anything that you really have an interest in?
Nah, definitely, man. I love fishing,
Yeah.
bass fishing, in particular. But yeah, there's many things I like to do. I really like to be outdoors. I'm not one to sit on a video game all day, but I do play the game now.
Yeah.
I mind you, I do play the game, but I really like to get outdoors and explore the world. There's a lot of new things to see out there.
I think it was Jaden Noel that just told me he also likes to fish. So have you
Yeah.
talked to him about that, or anybody
Nah,
else here about fishing?
nah, not really. I know Jimmy Horn likes to fish. I'm gonna have to see what
Yeah.
Jimmy about. We're gonna have to go out there and somewhere in North Carolina and see what we can do.
And I forget where are you from originally?
I'm from Louisiana.
Okay, so kind of the South vibe.
Yeah,
Or
the
is it
South.
different up there?
Kind of the
Yeah,
South.
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
what else
Carolina,
is the South?
but it's kind of above North
Oh,
Carolina
I
and
got you,
then
I got you,
Louisiana.
yeah.
That's the South for sure, but
Yeah, I
they
got
still
you.
consider it, right?
Yeah, no,
But
definitely.
is that pretty different?
I thought you was talking about
No,
Louisiana.
no, but yeah.
Nah, it's definitely different. I feel like in Charlotte you get more of the city vibe, and like where I'm from, it's the biggest building in town is the hospital.
Oh yeah.
So it's like it's a huge difference. But like I've been in Gainesville, I've been in Athens, I've been around. My
Yeah.
brother lives in Jacksonville, so I've kind of been able to see new places. But I'm excited about it. I love the city so far. I love the place. Just excited to get to work.
Well, your teammate Xavier Leggett's a pretty country, so
Oh yeah.
I got a chance to talk to him.
Nah, definitely, man. He. We was talking about going mud riding the other day, man. That's crazy. You bring that up.
Okay. Well, hopefully, you guys have a good time when you do that. But Trevor, that's about it for me. It was nice getting to know you, man.
Yes, sir.